Hi everyone. In recent years, we have been bombarded with advertisements which states that solid-state drives, or SSD as we call it, are faster in performance to the traditional hard drives. However, have we ever asked ourselves why SSD are faster? To answer this, we must first look at how hard drives reads data. Let's focus on the head and the platter. Typically, data from the hard disk is read with a head placing just 10 nanometers above the surface of the platter. Imagine that the circular hard drive has a very long piece of thin wire caught into a disk, and data are stored on this wire. Data reading is akin to reading the data on the wire as if it is a linear process. As the disk spins, binary data is read by the changes in magnetism between the bits. According to Faraday's law of induction, the changes in magnetism causes a change in voltage, and therefore translate to binary 1 or 0. Therefore, data reading on the disk is essentially a linear process, whose speed is dependent on the spin rate of the disk, which is only at thousands of revolutions per minute. Comparatively, SSD do not have any moving heads or rotating disks. Instead, it stores data using non-volatile flash memory. This technology uses floating gate transistors that allow electrons to quantum tunnel into the floating gate. Charged cells are stored as 0, and the uncharged cells are stored as 1. These cells are then arranged together, usually by a NAND flash design, and the blocks of NAND chips will be placed side by side with each other. As the transistors can be accessed by running a current through the entire SSD, it does not matter if the blocks are stored next to each other or in different NAND chips. Every block can be accessed simultaneously, making data reading a parallel process. This parallel process in the SSD enables lesser processing time than the linear process in a hard drive. However, SSD does not always win in a speed contest with hard drives. Over time, the constant overriding of the charged transistors will eventually cause the SSD to degrade in its capability. A typical SSD can withstand a program erase cycle of about 100,000 times before degrading. So, think twice before investing in an SSD for the long term.